Are you a new visual assistant? Please do not make these mistakes. The first common mistake that is commonly made by new visual assistants is lack of communication. Majority of you think that your client has a vivid idea of a task that they are giving you to do. I can assure you, majority of your clients do not even know so much about the task they are delegating to you. So make sure you have a clear communication with your client. So make sure you clarify your tasks and always ask questions. The thing is, it's better to ask too much question, to over communicate than to not communicate properly and have an issues with the job. The next thing is to set boundaries. Because you're a visual assistant to somebody, maybe a big person in society, maybe you are a visual assistant to high-end clients, does not mean that your boundaries should not be set. Because by the time you say they delegate tasks to you, do this, and you're like, okay, because you're new in the field, you will be exhausted. You will not get the proper result done, and you burn out. So what you should do is set clear boundaries. Make sure your client knows your exact working hours, and then the expectations, what they expect from you and what you expect for them, so both of you can work together so that you can have a healthy workflow. If your agreement is to do 4 hours in a day, or to do 40 hours in a week, or some say 20 hours in a week, 30 hours in a week, or 40 hours, depends. Make sure that you stick to these times, and not when it's not your hours to work. Somebody calls you by 8 p.m. Probably that's not your work hours. Set these boundaries and have a healthy workflow. Underestimating time management. So as a new visual assistant, you always think you have all the time. Okay, I have 4 hours to work in a day, and I'm a remote worker, I have the time. Time is actually what you do not have, because the little time you have to work with in a day is what you are being paid for. So you do not have time. And the major issue here is prioritizing your task. You might have 5 tasks to do in a day with 4 hours, and if you don't manage your time properly, you might do something that is not supposed to be done first, that's not the most important. By the end of the day, you realize that your hours for that day is gone, and you've not achieved your goal set for that day because you did not manage and prioritize your tasks properly. What you should do is make use of all the time management tools, okay? Like Asana, Trello, there are lots more. So make sure you use this, learn how to use them, master it, and use them to prioritize your tasks so they keep reminding you and you do them on time. Another very crazy mistake is not specializing early. You know, if you go down to my video, there was a video where I talked about visual assistant niches. So those are like the specializations. There are a lot, but I made mentions of the very unique ones, and those ones are the ones that are kind of in high demand. So make sure you watch that video and you understand what I mean. So you have to specialize. Let them know that, okay, you are an admin, you're a content creator, VA, you're this. And even if you have the skill of 2 or 3, it's okay, but make sure they know that this is your specialty. You cannot be a VA. I know you are new in the field, you're excited, there are a lot of fields that are lucrative. You want to do this. It's not possible. People will just, I don't know, to water down your quality. Imagine if I say I'm good at doing 10 things. I'm not going to be as good as someone who knows how to do 2 things and do it to the best of their knowledge. But me, I'll be struggling to learn this 10 field and be struggling to gain, ideas to be good in 10 fields. It's kind of broad. So if you know one thing you're good at, or to niche it down, make the best of it. And when they call you for a VA job, you do it well, and there's trust too from your client. So like I said, focus on a niche: social media marketing, real estate VA, content creator VA, whatever, assistant, executive assistant VA, whatever it is, graphic design VA. Make sure you do it to the best of your knowledge. It's easier to get the best jobs that way. Take my word for it. Undervaluing your services. Like, you are working for someone, you're going to work for someone, you're going to take a tax, you're going to make sure you finish it. So underpricing yourself, it's crazy. Because whether you like it or not, somebody else who is 3-4 years in the field, we give the same value we are giving, and we charge 3 times more or 4 or 5 times more. So don't undervalue your services. Do your what? Make market research and price yourself based on the value that you are bringing. If you are new in your VA journey, stick around for more tips that will help you in this career. I hope this was helpful. You are welcome.